Hey there, so today we have Bud Light. Is this the best-selling beer in the country? I believe it is. So, why are we doing this? Why not? I mean, in my opinion, you, and there are people at work that don't agree, but you don't know what good things taste like until you taste quote unquote bad things. Like you have to taste everything in my mind. Like taste everything. It's always context, right? Like if you always drink hazy IPAs, how do you know what other things taste like, right? Like if you don't know if you're gonna smack on bad quote unquote macro quote unquote bad beer, well, you can drink it too, right? They have to know what it tastes like. So, reset palate, try it out. I'm gonna do it straight up like this. Well, yeah, let's do it like this first. Cheers. Bud Light. What, 4.2? Let's see ABV on this guy. 4.2 was right? Yeah, 4.2, yeah. Got pretty cold. Man, that guy's watery. It's really watery. Like, there's so little malt to it. And then it's got funky flavors. How they brew these macro beers is they do high gravity brewing, which is something that specifically large breweries do for tank space. They literally just brew a high strength beer, high strength, not 10%, like we're talking imperial styles, but actually don't know. It's probably industry secret, but what, 6%, 7, 8, who knows? And then they water it down. They do de-aerated water, and they literally throw water into your beer. Granted, 99% of your beer always is going to be water, but they literally brew beer and add water to it. And actually, good point. That's what they do to bourbon. Bourbon whiskeys, blah blah. They brew it, and then they distill it into a certain cask strength. And all the bourbon people are all about the cask strength. I don't want the big stuff. But most of your bourbon that you're drinking at 40, 45% is watered down. And I generally prefer things that are 45 plus. Like when you're drinking 40, and you can taste the differences when you can literally buy products that have 45% strength, blah, blah, and you taste it watered down. And the best part about bourbon is you can literally water it down yourself. With beer, you probably can't do that. You can just buy a heavy version of I guess, hey, has anybody ever had Budweiser with just added water? Well, that's what this tastes like. I've just never ordered this. If I'm ever at a silly bar, and I'm not against it. If I'm at a dive bar, whatever, I'm all about it. PBR, give me Miller, whatever. Give me the full strength one, 5%. I want 5%, not 4.2. This beer is very just watery and bland. And there's weird flavors in it too. It's like a funky thing going on. It's not Brett, but it's tastes funky, almost like Brett. And there's a lingering after flavor that's aftertaste that's malt, but dirty malt. It's, I don't know. I'm not trying my best to smack on the beer, but well, let's try it. Try to smack on the beer. So the beer actually has a decent carb to it, or somewhat of a decent carb, compared to how a lot of places pour it. They try to pour you no head, they just they want it cold as hell and no head. So I'm investigating beer the way I like investigating beer. Light straw color, wonderful, beautiful clarity. Actually has a beautiful white head. Yeah, the same flavor. It's this beer actually does smell great, and that's why you want it cold and no head. And not have it take you that's honestly offensive. What is that? It's it smells like rotting rice. I don't even know what rotting rice smells like, but it's it don't smell right. Good move for you. If you have something in the fridge, oh, it's 3 days in, 4 days in, everybody tells you, smell it. Our bodies, or humans, are created to be able to detect all flavors. Ooh, that smells sour. That smells, off. That smells like something I shouldn't drink, somewhat. Cheers. Very light, very watery. It's actually pretty good on the palate. It reminds me of what they just sent me some Sapporo. It smells like Sapporo, but not as rounded and malty. It's so watery. It's so blank. So that's what it tastes like. So It's actually really funny. One of my favorite wing places that I've been to a couple times in Orlando. Check it out. It's Papa B's in Longwood. It's so funny. Literally, I was there, and the menu has Bud Light. It's the dumb cheap beer. Like I don't even remember the prices, but it was like 50 cents more just to buy Bud Light versus Bud Heavy. Bud Heavy isn't like Budweiser. It's like literally 0.8, almost a 1% off, and it's cheaper. That's because it just sells more, and more people want Bud Light than Budweiser, which makes more sense. It doesn't make sense to me. Granted, with Budweiser, I think you maybe taste more of the all flavors, but I think there's more malt. Like, I want more malt flavor in this. I just don't want any of the light beers. Like, if I'm gonna drink Macca Lager, I'm gonna drink full percent. I'm gonna drink Budweiser, I'm gonna drink Coors, I'm gonna drink Miller, I'm gonna drink PBR, I'm gonna drink Jenny when I'm in New York, right? Just so watery. Yeah, the 0.8% or 1% blah blah that you're pulling off. So what is Darwin's beer if she gives it a rating? Honestly, I really don't like this that much. Like, there's beers that like I appreciate, like, oh yeah, I'm at a dive bar, I'm gonna drink this. I wouldn't want to drink this. Like, it just, something about it just like doesn't hit. The beers that hit, and again, I'm beer snob, trying to be advanced Cicerone. So, no bell. No bell here. Let's go with it's high utility. High utility. You drink the hell out of this guy. Especially out of the can, you don't smell it, but no. Bud Light in Darwin's beer reviews, and this, like, again, my ratings are very quote unquote arbitrary at times. I try to pull some objective notes to it, but who knows? Let's get it. Today's gonna get a 73. 73 Bud Light. That's for you guys. Again, you guys always have to taste things. Have to reset your palate, right? I haven't had a Bud Light in forever, and I really got into it, and it smells so bad. I'm really happy that they don't like pour your Bud Lights in a tulip, because next it's actually funny. Next time you guys enjoy Bud Light, especially at home, pull your glass out. Like, if you're throwing a party or barbecue or something, pull your takey, pull out a real glass and like try to like get in there. It smells so bad. Like, it's not all flavor, but I don't know, maybe it's not all flavor, but it don't smell right. It smells stale. Like, it smells nasty. Like, again, as humans, we're created to smell things and like be invited to them, and like, oh, fresh fruit, sweet, ooh yeah, chocolate, and you smell fruit and ripe fruit, ooh yeah. That's why everybody likes hazy IPA. And you smell sour milk, you're like, oh. Literally, you pull your gallon out. It's like, oh, the date's this, and you smell it like, oh, and then you taste it like, oh, right? This tastes like me. It smells like me. Not as offensive as sour milk, but like leaning towards that, where I'm like, I should not be drinking it. At least that's what in my beer mind works. But I guess most people don't care. And you drink it like this, you don't even smell it. $73. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know what you think later.